All right, Feel Good Friday. We wanted to remind everybody about aortic dissection, the patient guide. Look, you can download this for free. You can find this information on the front page of our website, on the top of the resources tab, and the top of the Hope Shops tab. So, again, download a copy for free. Tell your physician about it because they can order a box in bulk, 25 books in a box for free. If you are very, very interested in receiving a hard copy, fill that form out. And we do ask that you help us offset that cost of shipping and handling if at all possible. It's $10, flat $10 for everybody. But one of the things we wanted to tell you about, a couple things here that I'm not sure if everybody got a chance to read. Uh, our organization here, we were actually established back in 2016 with the goal to kind of create an environment where we felt we were meeting the needs of the community, and the needs are vary. I mean, they vary. There's many different types of needs. Really kind of depends on where everybody is in the process of recovery and management of aortic disease. But we've done a lot through a variety of means. We provide educational and informative podcasts. We showcase survivors and caregivers and their stories. We offer a safe place for them to go to receive support from others. One question that's often brought to our attention, often, is what does life look like post dissection or post diagnosis with aortic disease? And that's mainly in part because there's a lot of misinformation that exists in the communities. Everything from you might only live 5 years after an aortic dissection, 10, that would be amazing. Misinformation. Once these things are out there on the internet, they're not going away, and people read them and they hold on to them. But there's also a big misconception that monitoring is not necessary anymore once you have had any type of surgery. And all of these things are so untrue. All of these questions and these thoughts have been addressed in this aortic dissection, the patient guide. And our project lead was Jenny Schaefer. She's our board member. She's also the director of administrative services, multiple dissection survivor from 2020. And this is what she had to say. Aortic dissection, the patient guide, is a labor of love that we all wish we had received after our aortic dissection, written by patients for patients. The depth and breadth of the book is comprehensive and details everything from basic education about what happened to you through recovery and life after dissection. After my dissection, I had no idea what happened, why, and how I was going to navigate recovery. Every fellow survivor echoes this problem. So when I found out I could take this project on, I was honored. Aortic Dissection, the Patient Guide, was originally written by our friends from Aortic Dissection Awareness, UK and Ireland, and they graciously allowed Aortic Hope to bring it to the US. For more than 10 months, a team of doctors, clinicians, and patients in the US revised and translated the content of the guide to become a US patient and caregiver resource. We are proud to say that this guide has been endorsed by the Society of Thoracic Surgeons and the Society for Vascular Surgery. Aortic Hope is a nonprofit organization whose board members are not financially compensated. To bring this guide to life, we relied on funding from generous organizations like Run for Aortic Health, Terumo, and Edwards Life Sciences to be able to provide this guide at no cost to doctors, clinicians, and hospitals for their aortic disease patients. Through charitable acts like these, our goal is to eventually provide a guide in some form to every aortic dissection patient in the U.S. Patients and their caregivers may presently download a PDF of the guide from our website. And collectively, the Board of Aortic Hope writes that presenting Aortic Dissection, the Patient Guide, the U.S. edition, to the community is a defining moment for all of us. We are confident in saying that if we had a copy of this guide to read and refer to after our aortic dissections, not only would recovery have been easier, but our outlook on our future would have been brighter sooner. Even now, for some of us, over 10 years since dissecting, reading this book has enlightened and educated us. So we invite you all to take a look at this guide, check it out, enjoy, because there's a high probability that book number 2 is coming out sometime near you next year. So, but before we get into any details of that, which we're not going to for quite some time, we want you to thoroughly read this book, enjoy this book, ask the questions you have of your own personal physician. Look, this guide was geared towards aortic dissection patients and their caregivers. However, for anyone that's having open heart surgery, there's a lot of really good, solid information in this book about genetics, recovery, emotional toll, medications, and support that I think goes across the board for everyone. So check this out when you get a chance. And don't forget to complete the survey. If you decide to not remain anonymous, you will be entered to win a water bottle. And we're doing these giveaways for the first year since we launched this book. So we'll be announcing our second winner in November from October.